Hey, what's up, y'all? I am Jeffrey Mack. The channel is Yakety Mac, and that's my boat. And that was a terrible Forrest Gump. But nonetheless, that is my boat. It is the Old Town Sportsman 106 PDL. And if you're watching this, I'm assuming that you're in the market for one of these, or perhaps you already have one, and you want to see how other people rig theirs out. So, on the subject of rigging, I think by today's standard, I am definitely a minimalist. If you've seen some of these guys and gals with the dual monitors and the power poles and 10 fishing rods and so on and so forth, that's not me. I'm a little too OCD for that. Nothing wrong with that. I definitely believe everyone should do their thing and what they enjoy. But for me, I got my fair share of accessories and gadgets and so forth, but I try to keep it as clean as possible. So I'm going to show them all to you today. This is exactly how it's set up when I take it fishing. And so I'm going to switch the camera over to a handheld unit so we can walk around and get some close-up shots of some things. And then I'm going to do a follow-up video to this as well, where I actually talk about what it's like to own this, mainly with the transporting of it and why I decided to put it on the trailer and what type of trailer I put it on. But if you want to see that, make sure you hit the notification and subscribe button so that you can see my future posts, as well as I do some in-depth reviews on some of these accessories that I'm about to go over. So I'm going to put this on the handheld unit, and we'll be right back. All right, y'all, there is a wider shot of my kayak and my fishing setup. How you see it is how I take it out onto the water. So I'm going to start here at the bow and work my way around the kayak and just talk about some different things. Want to start underneath keel guard protection. You're going to want it, especially for boat ramps and rocky beaches, rocky shores. A lot of people like to use Kydex. It is very durable material. However, it is a pain in the butt to form and install and get it to stick and stay. This that you're looking at is a keel protector from One Objective Bass Fishing. It is so easy to install. I've had it on for 5 or 6 months now. As you can tell, it still looks great. I highly recommend this. I'm very happy with that install. All right, up here on the top, you've got your front storage compartment. I don't really use this for a lot. I'm in the deep south. It's hot, it's humid. This gets really musty inside. I made the mistake of putting my life jacket in there when I first got this, and so I don't use it for storage, but you certainly could. It's got ample room inside of here, but I don't use it for anything really at all other than to put my cam strap into that I can tie off to the dock. All right, this accessory right here is the PDL spacer. These are from Navarre Kayak Fishing. I'm going to do an entire video on Navarre Kayak Fishing accessories. Those guys are great. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I'm just a customer, but man, they really make some great products, especially if you own an Old Town kayak. So, all right, let's work our way on around to this. This right here is my transducer ball depth finder. It is the Deeper Pro Plus 2. And I'm going to do a much more in-depth review on this. I'm going to take some out on the water footage. Subscribe, hit the notification button. This is a really cool thing, especially if you've got an old cell phone that you're not using anymore, because that's what it uses to display the information. And what's cool is you don't need a SIM card. You're not using data. I'm going to go into that more in depth during the review, so be sure to check that out. Up here next to the seat, I keep a set of fish grippers, as well as leashed on a Cuda leash. You can pick these Cuda leashes up at Walmart in a 2-pack. I think they're about 13 bucks for a 2-pack of them. And I've also got it on a Yak Attack retractable mount. Very nice if I'm going to put a fish back into the water while I'm getting my catch board ready, or I'm getting my camera ready, something along those lines. Speaking of catch board, I keep it stored here behind the seat. If you're going to measure your fish, if you're thinking about doing tournaments, catch is pretty much the gold standard that all the organizations, clubs, and tournaments use. Very high quality product. Very, very nice. Also, underneath the seat is another storage compartment. It is not real useful for things that you've got to access all the time. The only thing that I use it for is I got yet another Cuda leash on here, and I've got a couple of extra propellers attached to it for the PDL unit. So if I'm ever out on the water and for whatever reason a propeller breaks on me, I can get back there and grab another propeller and be on my way in no time at all. All right. I use the tailored tackle floating fishing net. I keep, even though it's floating and of course it folds down, I also use yet another Cuda leash, and I keep it attached here. The one cool thing about Old Town on their flush mount rod holders are they have these little uh, cutout areas here where you could attach leashes. For tackle storage, I have the Propel Paddle Gear kayak bag, and inside it comes, well, it doesn't come with, you got to buy a crate separate, but it holds a 13 by 13 kayak crate. I got this from Bass Pro for I think about 15 bucks or so, and as you can see, it holds plenty of tackle. I think I've got 9 boxes in here, as well as some spare parts that I use. It's got things like extra shear pins in there and extra locking knobs, things you're going to want out on the water with you. So if you have a little bit of a mishap, you can repair yourself in a matter of a couple of minutes and be out on your way again. And I like the fact that it's got a zippered top. It's also got these Velcro handles, so you can bring them together, lift it up, and take it straight out of the yak. It's got some storage here on the front. I've got some hand sanitizer and a blowhorn, as well as a knife. It's got a couple of side storage pockets that I'll put things in there like my sunscreen and bug spray, my ratchet straps, or actually I use cam straps to hold down the kayak. So very nice. They're about 30 bucks. I am considering the one from Yak Gear. It's got a slanted front on it, very easy to access. It's got more rod holders across the back of it, and it's really, really nice. I'm thinking about this one, but I really like this too. I really only take 3 poles with me when I'm fishing, not because that's all the space I have room for, but that's really about all that I need. At least that's what I think right now. All right, so working my way on around again, you can see here the 2 rod holders. They're actually rod tubes, so it's not just openings in the bag like some of the bags that you see out there. So, all right, I'll work my way on around, and this. I literally just installed this today. This is a mounting plate that goes where you would normally mount a power pole. You don't have to drill into the kayak. There's already holes with brass inserts there. You simply put this on top of it, tighten it down, and you can put anything you want here. I'm going to mount a Yak Attack track here and put a flag and possibly a camera mount on here. But this is really cool. It's like 30 bucks. And from guess who? Navarre Kayak Fishing. So really, really nice product. Really cool. And I use a flag on here as well, even though it's on a trailer and the trailer lights work and everything. Just a little bit of extra precaution. So work our way on around again. Yet another accessory. This is aftermarket. Replaces what kind of the cheap mechanism that comes on the kayak when you get it new. Really like that. It's really fits the hand well for turning the rudder nice and easy. It also responds well to just little bumps with the hand if you want to just kind of make minuscule adjustments to the rudder. And then underneath the seat here, I'm going to grab this out. This, another aftermarket. And what this is it's an insert that goes where the PDL unit goes when you don't have the PDL unit in. So when I'm launching, I don't have my PDL unit down like I do right now. I have it up, and I've got that insert in there, and it forms a nice flat stable bottom. Let's say you're going to go out and you're going to paddle and you don't even want your PDL unit. It's very nice to have that. Keeps you from dropping things into the water. And again, that's aftermarket from guess who? All right. Underneath the seat here, yet another tackle storage. This is where I keep my topwater lures. I do a lot of topwater fishing. And that is where this comes into play. This is my fisheye camera from Tacticam. And I've got it mounted here on the track with another Yak Attack accessory. And you can see here kind of where it's angled at gives a real nice view of the water in front of the boat. So I catch a really good topwater blow-ups on that. I don't really post fishing videos online or anything. Those are mostly for my use and show my wife when I get home, hey, look what I did or didn't do or something along those lines. But it's really cool. It's got about a 2.5 hour runtime on a battery, but I've got like 4 or 5 batteries. So if I'm going to stay out longer, all I got to do is swap the batteries out. It's real easy to reach right there from the seat. I'm going to do an in-depth review on this as well and talk about what I like and what I don't like. In fact, I might even just do an entire video where I film it with the Tacticam, and we'll see how that works. So, all right, guys, that is my overview. I appreciate you sticking around. I would much appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel, and I'd very much appreciate it if you would hit the like button on this. Also, if you got any comments, questions, leave them down below. I appreciate y'all. Till next time.